Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck back with a nut, man. And I just had to drop this on y'all, right? I know it's early in the morning, but listen, man, I want y'all to understand something, right? First of all, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm talking about? Hit the like button and all that good stuff. Y'all know how I rock, man. Ain't nothing changed. I'm gonna give y'all this sauce. Look, I saw a video, right, the other day, and it was talking about, this guy was talking about how all the older black leaders that like they appointed to us, that we didn't elect or select or none of that shit, but the so-called black leaders that they appointed to us on how they are old and how they should be passing the baton down to the younger black leaders and this and that, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm talking about? Bro, first of all, I'm gonna say this. The people that he was referring to aren't black leaders, first of all. Second of all, we already know the real leaders was either assassinated or was caught up in the mix, right? Now let's get to some real shit, right? The reason why these so-called black leaders are in place, and y'all know who they are, I ain't gotta call no names, because they are puppets. Now, I'm gonna speak to the black community, because we got it the worst. We need all the help we can get as far as whatever goes, as far as like us, but instead of looking for them or black leaders or the government to help us do what we should do, we need to come with our own laws as black folks, okay? If you see a woman walking with a child, we should be able to pick her up and take her where she gotta go by law. Don't let the law that they gave us fool us into thinking that's the only laws we need to abide by. How the fuck we gonna abide by their laws and we ain't got our own laws? This is what you call indoctrination and being able to control people. So let's do away with the so-called laws. Let's just talk about laws of people, black folks, or just people in general, bro. For right now, I'm talking about black folks. We see a woman walking, we need to say, we got to pick her up, her and that child, and get them where they got to go with safety. Them bitches will put together a system to deliver your food through Uber safety before they will a person in need. But like I say, fuck them, they about business. Business is your father, religion is your mother when you're dealing in this world. We talking about our own laws, but I'm just showing y'all how fucked up shit is. Now, the reason why these so-called black leaders ain't appointing that or making that an issue is because what? They are puppets. And if they solve problems like that, then therefore we can't be controlled by a lot of other things, because one thing gonna lead to the next, gonna be a domino effect. Once we see one thing working, the next and the next one. But they not, these so-called black leaders ain't gonna appoint that shit, because if they do, then they gonna be fucking up the business for the man. Get what I'm saying? Now, again, why would a doctor give you a cure? Because if he gave you the cure, they can't even use the word cure. You notice that? Doctors can't use the word cure. What kind of shit is this? This is why I say this world is so fucked up. And this is why I say you need to think before you so-called be voting for these people and agreeing with the shit they say. These people ain't gonna never in their life, in your life, help you. But anyway, why would the doctor give you a cure? Because he gonna stop his money flow. It'll stop you from coming to him. These people can build a satellite that can withstand all type of temperatures out there in the space, but can't build a fucking car where the bumper don't fall off that bitch or the light. You could throw a rock at a car these days, that bitch would be total loss. Again, why would they help? So these so-called black leaders not gonna do that. Another thing, we need to create laws like, we see an elderly person. We, by law, need to make sure she get where she gotta go. When we get these systems in place, they ain't gonna say we, when they put systems in place to so-called help us, it's never to help us. It's always to help them. It's always to make us feel like they're helping us so that we'll comply with all the other bullshit. Man, we gotta wake up. I'm not speaking on a few things. When it comes to schooling, we shouldn't go to no school to be taught to live like the European way or the Western world way. For nobody at that fact, like if you, I don't give a fuck what color you is, if you smart enough, you know this Western world ain't shit but this, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. At the end of the day, I told y'all the school shit ain't nothing but a 12-step brainwash camp. That's all it is. It's all it's gonna ever be. So what I'm telling you is this. When it comes to schools, we need our own schools. We need our own schools. Another example I make, living by neighbors. I always say this because I want people to understand this. We got neighbors that don't speak, we don't even speak to each other. We don't fuck with each other. When it should be a neighborhood thing. Like they say, we supposed to live tribal. This is the difference between a neighborhood and a community. Motherfuckers in the community got a little paper. Motherfuckers in the community, if you look up the word community, it's commute. It's moving together, like you commuting. Think about it. I've been trying to show y'all how to read, not pronounce words, but read them from suffix, prefix, noun, verb, whatever. So you can break the word down. But commute, meaning everybody on one accord. Go look it up. It's a difference between the neighborhood and community. Neighborhoods, people just doing what they do individually, because this is an individualistic country. Like I tell y'all, not collectivism, individualism. We are taught and bred from day one to do for ourselves. That's why it's only one breadwinner in the family. It's only one person holding everything down when it should be multiple. We laugh at other people from other countries that come over here and live collectively. They was taught to live that way. So when you see all these people in one house, before you know it, one move out, two move out, three move out. They don't put all that strain on their back. What we do, we'll move out just to say, I got my own. Man, that ain't the way, bro. We've been taught backwards. That's why we need our own school system. We've been taught to do everything on our own. Individualism. That ain't the way. That ain't the way. We don't need to move out, put all these bills and stress ourselves just to say I. Because we don't even own this shit at that point. It could be an apartment. It could be whatever. We don't even own it. But we thrive to say I. We need to start there. We need to be collective. Collectivism. We need to all stay in one house, get one business, everybody work at that business. One person move out, next person move out as the business expands. That's a law. By law, you should do that. You should never have to hire nobody but your children. By law, okay? But listen, the reason why these so-called black leaders ain't gonna appoint none of this shit, because it's gonna fuck up the plans of the man. They don't want us to live like this. They don't want us with our own schools. They want to be in control of what we learn and what we don't learn. I told you, your brain is like, imagine your brain being cut open and they pouring all the bullshit in it. What goes in must come out. That's why I don't wear lotion. Like, y'all gonna be like, what the hell that mean? Because I know if I put that type of chemical on my skin, it's gonna go in my pores, but some kind of way that toxic got to come out. It's a lot of stuff I don't do. But what I'm telling you, what goes in your head is what comes out. So you could be floating like a balloon, thinking I got a PhD, I got this. Bro, that shit don't mean nothing, man. Cause when this shit collapse, you're gonna see how none of this, the illusion of knowledge, that's another topic. The illusion of knowledge. You build a fake ass matrix, a fake world, and within that world, like I keep telling y'all, send them to school and make us think that this is what we need to learn, and it's only gonna apply to the circumference of where we live. If you go move to the Amazon today or tomorrow, right? A mechanic is no need for you. This is basically what I'm saying. We should be living off the land. We shouldn't be living in this concrete jungle. Look at this shit. This is a concrete jungle, right? But like I say, the so-called black leaders, they're not gonna speak on this shit or speak on collectivism. They none of that shit. Because if they was real, they wouldn't even be alive right now. And like I say, we let people perish that was the real leaders, and we don't get behind them. That's another thing we got to stop. We got to move on our own, bro. I keep telling y'all, man, don't let these folks scare us up, man. We need to move on our own, because as we see, look what's going on in Australia right now. Y'all better open your eyes. That shit is coming over here. I know I'm jumping here and there and here, but I'm just giving it to y'all how I'm feeling it. Look at what's going on in Australia right now. That shit is on its way over here. But again, this is why these so-called black leaders that was appointed to us, because they not real black leaders. Because if they were, they'll be doing, like, soon as something happen, what they do, they fly there, they get the family, they hold hands, they pray, they do all that kumbaya shit. Man, fuck that, man. What they gonna do? Understand what's going on in Australia is on its way over here. And guess what? I still have an issue with law enforcement or people who go to work to stop the people, the police officers, and the ones who, I can't go to work for a government that's gonna make me hold these people at their will. You feel what I'm saying? That shit crazy. But when you go through that brainwash camp, when you become law officer and you become this, you become that, they brainwash you. They teach you that it's you against the people at all times. I know people that have been in that situation and said, nah, that ain't for me. And told me personally, man, them people teach you that it's the blue against the people. And that's how they look at it. So how can you go to work, put on uniform to stop people at their own will and say you a man of God or you a woman of God or this and that? I can't do that. Fuck them and they paycheck. The pension and all. But like I say, man, I ain't mean to disrespect nobody, but I'm just calling it like it is. You got to be crazy for them to send you to work to be on the front line while they home comfortable, making you do what they do. That's the spell. I keep telling y'all, spells. Spells ain't what y'all think it is. This Harry Potter shit. No, spells. Those are spells that these people are under. Anyway, man, I just want to drop that on y'all, man. Y'all already know it's top of the day, man. Hope y'all having a blessed day. For those who celebrate holidays and Christmas and all that shit, y'all have a happy holiday, man. I don't have nothing against that. I told y'all what it was, but look up the meaning of Old Saint Nick, and you just might want to change how you celebrate Christmas. But I can't stop nobody for doing that. I ain't gonna take that away from you. I'm just doing my part. You know I love y'all. But like that being said, man, I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm gonna drop another video later on today. But y'all be blessed, man. And for those who understand the winter solstice and meditated and asked the universe for what they want for the forthcoming year, I hope that you get that. I really do. And for those who don't understand that, because I saw a few comments, I'm gonna do a video about that too. But for those who don't understand that, like I say, don't judge what you don't understand. Just research it. You know what I'm saying? Just research it. And then you may say, damn, you know what? That ain't what I thought it was. You know, I thought it was this, but it really ain't. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. And I'll get with y'all in a little bit. And like I said, man, y'all stay safe, be blessed. And like I tell y'all, in order for you to be found, you gotta be lost. I'll let y'all later.